In a war-torn village, fear and chaos reigned as the conflict ravaged everything in its path. Among the ruins was Sergeant Mark Thompson, a seasoned soldier known for his bravery and quick thinking. Mark was on his final mission before returning home, but this mission would prove to be the most dangerous of all. The village was under siege, and the tension in the air was palpable. Amidst the devastation was a young boy named Ali, just 8 years old. Despite the horrors around him, Ali maintained a childlike innocence, though his parents had been killed in the conflict. He had been taken in by a neighboring family, but tragedy struck again when insurgents stormed the village one night and took several hostages, including Ali. The ruthless leader of the insurgents, Omar, demanded a large ransom, threatening to kill the hostages if his demands weren't met. The military quickly received word of the kidnapping, and Mark was dispatched to lead a small team to rescue the hostages. As they approached the village, Mark was haunted by memories of a previous mission where he lost a young civilian. He silently vowed that he wouldn't let it happen again. Mark and his team reached the outskirts of the village and began surveying the situation. The hostages were being held in an old, abandoned school that was heavily guarded. Mark devised a plan to sneak into the school through a hidden underground tunnel that was once part of the building's original structure. Under the cover of darkness, Mark and his team entered the tunnel. The atmosphere was tense, with every creak and shadow causing nerves to fray. They reached the basement of the school, where they heard the muffled voices of the hostages. The tension only heightened when Omar discovered them just as they were about to reach the hostages. A standoff ensued, with Omar grabbing Ali and using him as a human shield. Mark carefully lowered his weapon, trying to negotiate with Omar. He slowly stepped forward, putting himself between Omar and the other hostages. In a tense exchange, Mark offered himself in exchange for the boy, but Omar refused. As tensions reached a breaking point, Mark saw an opportunity. In a swift, daring move, he threw himself at Omar, knocking him off balance. A struggle ensued, with Mark disarming Omar, but not before getting wounded. Despite the pain, Mark managed to overpower Omar and subdue him. With Omar incapacitated, Mark signaled his team, who quickly moved in to secure the area and rescue the hostages. Mark, weakened by his injury, cradled Ali, reassuring him that everything was going to be okay. The hostages were safely returned to the village, and Mark was airlifted to a nearby military hospital. Ali, now safe, clung to Mark, not wanting to leave his side. Mark, though exhausted and in pain, smiled, knowing that he had kept his promise. The story ends with Mark recovering in the hospital, surrounded by his comrades and the grateful villagers. Ali visits him, bringing a small handmade gift, a token of gratitude from the boy he saved. As Mark reflected on the mission, he understood that his bravery had made a difference, not just in Ali's life, but in his own as well. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like it and subscribe to our channel. Your participation is essential so that we can continue to bring you more incredible stories. Share it with your friends to help our channel grow. Thanks for watching and see you next time.